Every summer I gather a few stones from the beach and keep them in a glass bowl. Now and again I cover them with water and they drink. There's no question about this. I put tinfoil over the bowl tightly, yet the water disappears. This doesn't mean we ever have a conversation or that they have the kind of feelings that we do, yet it might mean something. Whatever the stones are, they don't just lie in the water and do nothing. Some of my friends refuse to believe it happens, even though they've seen it. But a few others I've seen them walking down the beach holding a few stones, and they look at them rather closely now. Once in a while, I swear I've even heard one or two of them saying hello, which I think doesn't do any harm to anyone or anything, does it? Mary Oliver, Watering the Stones. Oh. Well, I guess I'll sit up here. One of the cameras is broken. Thanks for joining us today. This Wednesday, we had a great show. It's our poetry special. We are very excited. Sorry about that. We're very excited. We got a great guest. And a lot of people were curious, why a poetry special? And the story is, a week ago, my 3-year-old niece was begging my sister, she's like, we gotta send this video to Joe. We gotta send this video. I got the video, and it's one of the best poems I've ever read. It's her reciting it. We're gonna premiere that at the end of the show. But until then, we have a great guest for you tonight. We have Anika Pyle. You might know her from the band Katie Ellen, or the single she put out last year, Good Woman. We sat down and we talked poetry, coronavirus, family members. You're gonna love it. Enjoy the interview, and I'll see you back here when it's over. How you been doing?
I've been okay. It's a very wild time.
Well, I want to thank you for being the poetry expert on the first poetry special of
hey.
Joe's Room. Yeah, it's an annual deal. Have you always written poetry? I mean, you're a great lyricist.
Thank you. I would say at least since I was 4 or 5. Like as soon as I could understand words, I started to write. I have like boxes of writing that sucks and is like really emo or weird or
You got 6-year-old writing.
6-year-old writing. And I started writing songs about the same time.
Oh, wow.
So
Well, first of all, Cowgirl Blues is one of my favorite albums. It's so good. That's with your band Katie Ellen, who's named after your grandmother, correct?
my great grandmother's radio stage name.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was also a writer, wanted to be a journalist, and did many of her shows in spoken word poetry.
So she was like working in radio, like during what's that movie? Here I go. Oh brother, where art thou? Like,
yeah, maybe. I'm like sometimes the timeline is fuzzy. What era is that? Like
the Dust Bowl, like the what's that book about the Dust Bowl now? Oh no, recall.
I think she was a little bit later than that. I don't know. I found it fascinating and kind of empowering. She had built this persona and it had like, I don't know, become such a part of her identity. She would like sign her checks as Katie Ellen.
Yeah. Some like it's just really cool history. I mean, I go back in my tree and it's just like farmers.
Yeah.
Do you also paint? What's are these your paintings behind you, or?
Those are not my paintings. I do paint sometimes. My mom painted that.
She's Native American?
She is, yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But your videos that you've been posting of you in your poems, one was for your grandmother, and you had a coronavirus poem that was great. And
Thank you.
that, like, everything is nuts right now, but I feel like the silver lining is like people need this, and like people are way more open to connection now.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the most interesting parts is watching people sort of adapt and automatically use the internet to have shows.
Have you been playing music as well?
So every Sunday, I join my partner Roger for his live stream. He does one every day at 4:20. We have been singing like old, like folk standards and gospel songs.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like some good church for folks.
I know it's yeah, it's like our church. I also am putting together a benefit compilation of covers and unreleased songs. It will come out on May 1st, which is a free Bandcamp day, and it directly benefits undocumented workers who have no access to government financial assistance. I just want to shout
That
that out. Drop it
that's
there.
a
It's called Don't Stop Now. It's been really nice because it's National Poetry Month, which is why I'm doing poetry stuff.
sorry, Josie just came in. The
Yay!
little Tasmanian angel.
Oh, I love her.
Do you guys don't have animals?
We don't. I have
Get
a lot of
one. Go
plants. But no,
get go get an animal, right?
no, just go find her.
Just grab a, yeah, anywhere. They're all over. So what do you find yourself writing in the most in terms of poetry styles? Like what's your
In terms
like
of like form or approach.
blank verse, rhymed poetry, free verse, epics, narrative poetry, haiku, pastoral poetry, sonnet, allergies. I don't, yeah, one of those.
I'm
Yeah.
really allergic, and then pretty much every day I try to sit down and write a poem, and it's an easy way to start doing that is by writing a haiku. It forces you to say a lot in a little, and it kind of gets your like creative juices flowing
Yeah.
because you only got 17 syllables to work with.
Everybody should have one day out of the year they dedicate to a haiku.
Yeah.
Like you could hammer out, like you would be a legend if you just took a day, just one day, and haikued all day.
Yeah.
So did you write a poem for this
Well,
or?
I have a poem that I'd be happy to read. I didn't write it specifically for this, but it's one of my favorites, and I've been wanting to bring it out from the vault.
Oh, give us the hits.
This is called How Come I Know I Love You. Will you be forgiving of my flat breasts? Falling in love is a terrifying endeavor. Did I tell you I am needy? I like to be held at night, except sometimes I want to feel cold and free. And I like silence so much, don't get me wrong. You know I love music, but there is a fury in the quiet that I need. And what if you don't like the way I taste? What if I bother you while you're concentrating? What if you tire of my smelling you like all the others? I tend towards melancholy, or perhaps it comes and goes, but it always comes and it always goes. Will you wait for it to go? Will you sit with me when it comes? Hold my hand, tell the joke, play the song I like, kiss me softly on the forehead while the macaroni boils? I promise to let you be as childish as you need if you let me worry till the worry passes. And I know there's not much money to be had, but I don't need it so bad these days. A willingness to listen and pull my hair while we talk will do. And is true love imagining your physique disappearing and somehow finding you more beautiful? Or being willing to plan your funeral when you inevitably die before me? Or looking forward to pulling the fuzz from your ears? I just want you to be so in love with me it almost hurts to look in my direction because you are afraid I'll walk away when you know I never will. That is how I feel about you. It is how come I know I love you.
That was amazing.
Getting
What?
all old late. I should have put my glasses on. I felt
No.
like I get real up close to the screen there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this, Anika.
You see my
Oh,
shout
poetry
out.
mug.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, Anika Pyle, you can check out her poems on her Instagram, which we'll put here. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Joe.
I might have cut that off early, but that was great. An amazing poem. Thank you so much, Anika, for joining the show. And if you want to hear more of her poetry, you can go to Anika Sneeka on Instagram. And without further ado, I would love you guys all to hear this poem that my niece sent me. Um, it's inspiring, and it's a good thing to get in the middle of the week.
Do something I never know, something is never known, but I don't understand. Do you know? Do something I never know, something is never known, but I don't understand. Do you know?